Hello, dear students. Good morning. Welcome to KLS Kukte College of Commerce, Belagavi. This is Professor S.B. Bendigiri, Department of Economics, taking online classes for post-semester students. Dear students, I hope all of you are fine. All of you wake up early in the morning, have a good exercise, and have a good food. Boost your immunity and be the role model for the society. And join your hands to vanish such a pandemic which has become the global issue now. Okay, it is our moral duty to join our hands, support our hands to fight against this COVID-19. And it is in your hand, as youngsters, it is in your hand to control such a dangerous virus which has spread in the entire society and spoiling the common life of the common people. With this, let us move on to the today's online class. Dear students, in the last class, we have systematically studied the most important topic of the fifth unit, that is MNCs. In the last video lecture, in the third video lecture, I have explained about the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, SAARC, the most important topic for the examination. Hope all of you are understood. Now, in the fourth video of mine on the same topic, let us have a brief discussion on the BRICS. BRICS means what? BRICS is the acronym which is coined to associate five major emerging economies called Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. These five major countries now became the leaders, the leading economies, the leaders of developing economies. These five economies are very close to the 2 to 3 trillion dollar economy. But all five countries are looking at being a $5 trillion economy. Every country is running behind that, and India is also one of the leading economy to reach the target of 5 trillion economy. Why BRICS and what is BRICS? We have to understand first. BRICS is nothing but five major developing countries are joining their hands, and they are wholeheartedly agreed to formulate their own strong organization at the international level to showcase themselves as a strong economies in the world, leading economies in the world. To showcase themselves as a leading economies, they have to have their own what we call it as instructions, their own rules and regulations in case of financial matters, in political matters, in social aspects, as well as in cultural aspects and natural aspects. Such a organization is always fighting, is always looking at the peak level, topper level to reach the destination of development of the country. The purpose of BRICS is to have a overall development of each country which have become the members of this acronym. The purpose of this organization is to reach the highest level, the destination level of the economic development, and these five countries are very close to the developed economy. To reach that target, this kind of discussion took place, and they have came to the decision, and they have formed their own systematic organization. It is a long way to powerful economic club to make the powerful economic development in each member country. they have organized their own systematic, they have formulated their own systematic association or organization, what we call it as. And the new international organization, to make it as a new international organization, to make it as a strong organization at international level, BRICS formulated. BRICS formulated on June 2006. It was founded in June 2006. The headquarters is in Shanghai, China. In China, the headquarters of BRICS is there. Means National Development Bank is there, NDB. National Development Bank is a bank which is formulated by these 5 major countries. These 5 major countries' financial matters are discussed, as well as these financial matters are solved, and the financial assistance will be made available to all these 5 member countries to that with the help of that National Development Bank. Okay, the purpose of the BRICS is to promote peace, security, development, and cooperation in member nations. The main purpose, the ultimate objective of this BRICS is how to promote peace and prosperity in the economy. To maintain peace and prosperity, we need to have strong economy, we need to have strong financial base. To make the strong financial base, this BRICS formulated in the year 2006. And also security in the border, for example borders. To maintain peace and prosperity and to control foreign attackings in the borders, we also need to have securities. And aggression, for example. To control all these things, these countries have formulated such a strong organization called BRICS. And it also had its own cooperation, creating good cooperation between member countries, international interrelations between the member countries of BRICS. Okay, BRICS since its inception had a positive effect on the international system. This is most important part. From the date of introduction in 2006, BRICS has its own positive impact. The positive responses have been came at international level from each countries of the world for the success of BRICS. Okay, so since its inception, BRICS has its own positive responses by each and every countries. The main principle of the BRICS is to advocate the adherence to such universal principles as respect for national sovereignty, unity, independence, territorial integrity, and non-aggression, equality. Once these 5 major countries came into agreement to have a good strong organization, every country every country have its own adherence, and they accepted how to respect each national sovereignty. Each country must respect to another member country under this organization, and unity, how to unite, how to create integrity. When it comes to the for example international level issues, all 5 countries must support for that particular aspect. Okay, and independence, each country never take part in the independence of that particular country, for example, not to involve in that particular nation's activities. Okay, and territorial integrity, if any matters are there, territorial matters are there, those matters will be solved with the help of those member countries. And non-aggression, equality, no country of these BRICS should not have any kind of aggression in case of equality. Okay, so each country should what we call it as support, each country should have acceptance, each country should follow the rules and regulations of the organization, for example. Okay, BRICS generated 30% of world's GDP since 2001. See, look at that. it has generated 30% of GDP of the entire world. Entire 30% of GDP of total world, entire world is contributed by only BRICS itself. Okay, and currently represents 18% of global GDP, 40% of world's population, 50% of global trade, and 40% of forex reserves. Listen to me very carefully. Currently, 80% of global GDP is contributed by only these 5 member developing countries. Out of 100% of GDP, 18% of GDP is contributed by only these 5 countries in the world. Okay, and look at the population. 40% of world's population is there in only these 5 countries. Okay, India and China, both countries are in the topest position in population. India standing in the first position, and China is standing in the first position, and India is standing in the second position in population. So because of these two major densely population countries in the world, BRICS is having 40% of total world's population. Okay, and 15% of global trade. If you are looking at the international trade contribution, 15% of international trade contribution is made by only these 5 major countries, and 40% of foreign exchange reserves. These countries have 40% of foreign exchange reserves. Foreign exchange means the currency in terms of the money in terms of foreign currencies. Okay, how much foreign currency we have, that decides, that determines the rate of international trade, the balance of trade and balance of payments position. To make balanced BOT and BOP, we need to have more amount of foreign exchange reserves. So if we are looking at that, 40% of world's foreign exchange reserves is held with only these 5 major countries. Okay, the purpose of the BRICS is to dominate global growth by 2050. Look at that. The ultimate goal, ultimate objective, the purpose of the for example BRICS is dominate the entire world by 2050, to become the major countries of the world in the entire world by 2050. It is the ultimate goal, ultimate what we call it as aim of these 5 major countries. Okay, dominate in the sense to become the leaders in the entire world by 2050. Okay, it is an organization to encourage commercial, political and cultural cooperation between the member nations. Whatever organization is founded by 2006, through that each member country should support the commercial matters, the political matters, the cultural cooperation matters of each country. Okay, hope you understood. In these areas, in these commercial, political, cultural and other areas, each country must support its hands, must join its hands in these matters when it comes to BRICS, for example. Okay, now look at the objectives. The main objectives of BRICS are to enhance market access opportunities and facilitate market interlinks. The basic objective of BRIC is to make availability of market access for each member countries and market interlinks, interconnections. Okay, there is no border issues. There should not be border issues. For example, there should not be any kind of aggressions in the borders. Okay, there should not be any inequalities, any problems when it comes to market interlinks. Each market of every country must have good links between these member countries. Okay, and to promote mutual trade and investment and create business friendly environment for investors in BRICS nations. If FDI, foreign direct investors, are investing their capital in these 5 nations, platform is to be made available for those investors friendly nature and investors friendly atmosphere is to be maintained by these 5 member countries. We have to create that kind of environment, we have to create that kind of platform, investors friendly platform, to attract foreign direct investors in these 5 member countries. Okay, and the next objective is to promote technological information exchange among member nations. Okay, look at that, to promote technological information and exchange amongst member nations, whatever technology is required. If one country is technology poor, okay, and another country is technology rich country, for example, the technology rich country must provide its help and assistance to that technology poor nation in BRICS, for example. Okay, and information exchange, if whatever informations, new informations are there, whatever international level informations are there, each information must be shared with all 5 member countries. Okay, and next is to improve the education of BRICS nations. Look at the major important objective. They have focused, they have given the primary importance for education of the people of these member countries, most important, because what happened is, in the most of the developing countries, education is very poor. In India, the present education ratio is only 74.04%, as per the records, as per the current records, only 74% of India's population is educated. To make it as 95-99% education, even in the BRICS, all 5 member countries were agreed to improvise the quality education of people of the BRICS nations, for example. Okay, hope you understood. And economic cooperation, each country should cooperate with one another when it comes to economic matters or financial issues, and to bridge the gap between developed and developing countries. If there is a big gap, long gap between developed and the developing countries, to minimize that gap, how we are able to minimize the gap between rich and poor? Like that, BRICS also planned to minimize the gap between developing countries and developed countries. Okay, look at the next important objective. They have also focused more on climatical conditions change, climatical change, cultural tie-ups, and assistance to projects between the member countries. Very interesting. These member countries are also focused the major issue on major issues called climatical change. If any climatical variations are there due to ozone depletion, due to whatever natural issues, if any climatical changes issues are there, all 5 countries must support and join their hands to solve that particular climatical problems, whichever is arising, whatever countries, for example, of the BRICS. Okay, and cultural tie-ups, they also have their own tie-ups. Tie-ups means it's a kind of agreement. In case of culture, no country should not disturb the culture of another country. Okay, and they should not involve in the culture of another country, for example. It's a kind of tie-up between the member countries, and assistance to projects between the member countries. If whatever projects took place, if whatever projects are formulated, planned between the countries of these BRICS, they have to have assistance, they have to have the project friendly relations to make the success of that particular projects. Okay, and the next objective is, with operation of National Development Bank, the member nations immensely benefited. What I said in the beginning, National Development Bank is a supportive hand for the development of these BRICS. Okay, hope you understood. Present president of NDP is Marcos Prado Troijo of Brazil. It is on rotation base. Each country having the presidency of this particular bank. Now the Brazilian person who is called Marcos Prado Troijo is the present president of National Development Bank, and our present finance minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman also once became the president of this particular bank. So it's what I said. It's on a rotation base. all 5 countries equally having opportunity to become the president of that National Development Bank, which is formulated, it is founded only for the development of these 5 major countries. I think, dear students, all of you understood very systematically. It is a brief explanation about the Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, which has become a very stronger and strongest organization in the entire world when it comes to international organizations. Hope you understood. With this, let us stop our discussion. Thank you very much.